What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 54 Yards. Hey, man, we got a stress-free weekend for us. We actually get to watch football and not have to stress. I mean, maybe stress on our bets, but don't have to stress on our teams. You know, when you got
No
the double
doubt.
stressor, that calls for a cold one. You feel me?
Hey, no doubt. No doubt. This weekend is nuts. Like
Yeah.
it starts with some bangers on Friday. I mean, there's some teams that I feel like a lot of people haven't been able to watch, like me and Carlos. Like Florida State gets a national spotlight on Friday. You get to watch them play. We got bangers literally from morning all the way up to Dion and the boys ending Saturday against BYU, who they seem to have a good team. So it's exciting, man. It sucks because I was thinking about it. I was like, bro, it's already week 5. Like, come on, dog. Like, it'll be over before you know it. So you got to really just take it in, man, every week. Like you can't take it for granted, bro. Cause it
Yeah.
flies by. It flies by. But yeah, man. Welcome everybody. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We've been posting super consistently, literally like 3 episodes for you guys a week, whether it be the news with 54 yards or whether it be the betting show with chips and slips or the morning after. And we also have some live streams for you guys. So make sure you guys tune in on Thursdays. We'll be watching Thursday night football over there. Shout out to Assist. We'll be watching some of the games, maybe some parlays, make you guys some money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, not a ton of news on the Texas front, to my knowledge. I don't know if Carlos, if you guys have anything new that has happened.
I mean, the only thing new that has happened is the permanent schedules came out,
Mm-hmm.
which before last season even started, they were having talks about it and who like speculations of who our opponent would be, but it wasn't really speculation. That's what makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, Oklahoma, A&M.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play those 3 teams yearly. Um, so bringing those 3 rivalries back, and then the future schedules came out. Now we're going to a 9 game season within the
Mm-hmm.
SEC.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like everybody's pretty much doing that. They I
Yeah,
think
the ACC
they
announced it
forced
as
they
well.
they forced people's hand, the SEC and Big Ten.
Yeah.
So a lot of other teams are joining that wave, and a lot of people are going to be playing non-conference games, which makes sense. They have the conferences are big enough, so it only
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. But no, we got some tough ones, man. I mean, next year we're Arkansas, Oklahoma, A&M. Like I said, those 3 will always be the 3 that we play.
Y'all's away slate is nuts.
Then we play Florida at home, Mississippi State at home, and I might go to this one. Ole
Y'all got
Miss
Ole
at
Miss at
home.
home. Yeah, but
Yeah.
then y'all go to
And we go to
LSU,
LSU, Missouri,
which we
and
should go to
Tennessee.
that.
That'd be
We
cool to
should go
go
to
to too.
LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because Carlin
then
will be there and she'll be older. We should definitely go to that.
2027, Auburn, Georgia, Kentucky at home. Oh man, Kirby don't want to see me. I swear to God. At Alabama, at South
Might have to pull
Carolina,
up.
absolutely. Hey, at Alabama, at South Carolina, at Vanderbilt. 2 out of the 3 we already played at, and we won at. So I feel like the confidence going into that should still be pretty high.
What year is
It's
this? 27.
27, yeah. At
And
Alabama, we won.
by the time y'all go there too, y'all just have the number 1 recruiting
They'll
class.
be
Those guys will be
juniors.
juniors. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's also good.
Yeah, but I'll just go for just those 2 years, just because they're the closest. 3 years, 4 years
Yeah,
down the
that's
line
not.
is,
Yeah, that's a
that's
lot.
that's some far down
Yeah.
the line. But you got some All States, Notre Dame, to Michigans sprinkled in there as well. So we seeing those teams. So I mean, we're kind of playing, 10 conference games. I know they're not in our conference, but like, those are 3 well-caliber teams
Yeah.
that compete year in and year out in the playoffs and national championships. So, it's good for us to be able to see that and have those worthy opponents.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're on a bye this week, so just get everybody correct health wise. On the line, keep the penalties to a minimum, get all that correct. I don't know, how do you correct that kind of stuff in practice?
Penalties, I mean, just focus, attention to detail, just playing clean, getting back to fundamentals. All those
But
things will
like,
kind of.
if it's like false starts and you're false starting, like maybe because like maybe you're getting beat off the line, or maybe the crowd you can't hear. Like if it's like a crowd environment, which it shouldn't be because we're at home, but like if it's like to the crowd, like how do you fix that in practice?
Yeah. But it's hard to replicate. I mean, you can, have fake artificial sound, turn stuff up, whatever the case is, but just going back to the basics, really just attention to detail, sharpness, focus. Luckily for you guys, you have a tough game. So there's not going to be like the lackadaisical, and you also haven't been playing that well too. So there's not going to be the lackadaisical, oh, we got to buy when we play somebody kind of trash. Like, we're all human. Like, I know coaches say that they don't look ahead and players say that they don't look ahead, but I mean, we're all human. We all look at the schedules, and we all have a certain sense of urgency. Like when we are preparing, when y'all are preparing and we're preparing in a couple weeks for Red River, like, the urgency on both sides is going to be turned up. The focus is going to be turned up for both teams just because, we'll probably hopefully both be going into that game undefeated, or with high good records, so yeah.
Whatever. I feel like this might be one of our hardest practicing weeks this year, just because we do have a bye and we don't have to, take that Friday off. I mean, then we'll obviously take probably like a Saturday or Sunday off, maybe, or maybe not. But I feel like this should be one of our hardest weeks, just because we do have that bye and we just haven't looked the best, aside from Sam Houston State. But they are what they are.
And thankfully for y'all had y'all's better game, obviously against Sam Houston State going into the bye, as opposed to maybe
Struggling
you flipped y'all
going into
schedules.
mine.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's good. It obviously you want to continue to see your team get reps and continue to play well, but going back to the schedules and what you were saying, I think just fans. And I mean, me and you are already kind of used to it. I mean, even with our situation, which I'll talk on here soon in a little bit, it will kind of, supplement what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
y'all got some news coming out of the OU camp.
but fans, you got to get used to going 9-3 or 10-2, and that'll be good enough, most years, especially with our brands and in the conference we're in, to get into the playoffs every year. You got to be okay with that. Like the days of teams going undefeated is just not going to really happen. I mean, we looked at these schedules and they try to make it as even as possible, and they're just going to be brutal every year. Like it's hard to be undefeated. It's going to be, especially now with not being able to stack rosters like you were able to with NIL and the transfer portal. It's going to be hard. It is, so I think teams and fans got to get used to playing long games and situationally, and, resting your starters. Shout out to Sark. He mentioned, he was like, look, if we only get 4 years or 4 games with the red shirt, we might as well just give everyone 5 years, and that's their clock. So you don't feel obligated if you need to play a guy in a late season game, or, whatever, to give them opportunity. Because I mean, we're kind of going to fall into the situation here with Michael Hawkins, which I'll get into our next point. Before I'll go over our schedule too first before I get into that. But real quick, I'm gonna go into Oklahoma's schedule just because it kind of ties what Carlos was saying. But in 2026, we got Texas, we got Ole Miss at home. Our permanent opponents are Texas, Ole Miss, and Missouri. Missouri makes sense, old Big 8 opponent. We kind of got some beef with them. They're close to us geographically. Texas is Texas. But Ole Miss, I was kind of disappointed about this one. I wanted us to get either Arkansas or A&M, just because like Arkansas is close to us. We share a border with them. It makes sense geographically for the fans. You can have a rivalry. A&M, old Big 12 rival in Texas. Like I thought that would be cool, just to play them, yearly for 4 years. And if we didn't get one of those, I wanted to get like an LSU or like a Florida. We don't really have geographical ties or historic ties with them, but they're just big, cool brands that it'd be cool to like have a rivalry with, for, every 4 years or whatever the case maybe. So, that, Lane Kiffin had put out a statement saying that Oklahoma and Ole Miss have nothing in common, and people, I think, were taking it as a shot. And no, I don't take it as a shot. He's honest. Like there is nothing that we have historically or even program ties with Ole Miss. Like we're on different tiers as programs. They're not a blue blood. We are. And we have never played them historically. So it's just kind of like, it was kind of just like a random team that we were assigned, which kind of sucks. But, we'll see how that goes and how it progresses. But anyways, going back to the schedule real quick, we got Missouri away, Kentucky at home, South Carolina at home, A&M at home, which will be cool. We go to Florida, which will be cool. And we go to Georgia, which will be cool, and Mississippi State. And in 2027, the teams that are added onto the schedule will have Bama. We've beaten them once, but we're going to have them home in 2027, go on the road this year. We haven't played Arkansas yet. Tennessee, we lost last year. I thought we could have won. We beat them a couple years ago with Baker. Auburn, we play them away. Hey, we got Auburn's number right now. LSU, they have our number historically. We play them away, and then we go to Vandy away. And then in 2026, we play Michigan. And then I think in 27, we play SMU. I don't know how good they'll be then, but that's kind of like the out-of-conference games, still Power 4 games. And I don't know if you've seen it, Carlos, but they had mentioned that even with the 9-game schedules that the Power 4 conferences will have to play, they still are going to have we're still going to have a mandatory out-of-conference Power 4 game too.
Yeah, they said that at the beginning of the year. Or maybe it was a suggestion or they threw it out there like, hey, the SEC was the first team to make it like official, right?
Yeah,
so, I think so. You have to play
somebody
a worthy P4 conference or like a similar matchup. Like a Vanderbilt will play like a Baylor. Like something that's like even.
That's what they should have been doing, man. They should just do a conference like week where the whole week is like Big 12 versus ACC, SEC, Big 10, and you just do it based off of where you finished last year. I think that'd be sick, and then you can rotate them every year. Like we could play the Big 12 next year, or we could play the ACC. I think that'd be sick. But I think they make this too difficult. It's really not that hard. I feel like to do that type of stuff. But going into real quick, what happened? The news that came out of Norman, John Montier broke his thumb, like a hairline fracture is what they're saying. He actually got surgery today. From all reports from my sources say it went really well, and he went to the best hand surgeon in the world. I mean, this guy repaired Jared Goff's thumb, Jordan Love's thumb. They all came back to play relatively fast. Curry, all these players. He did surgery recently on Jalen Williams for the Thunder. So I feel good about the surgery. Hopefully he's able to come back. I mean, realistically, he does have enough time, I think, to give it a go. And I think it'll be more of a pain tolerance thing, if anything. And he's obviously super tough. I mean, he broke it against Auburn in the first quarter, finished the whole game. I think he finished 16 for 17 in the second half. I honestly didn't even know he broke his thumb. I could not tell. Like, he was kind of grabbing his hand. Maybe that was why he fumbled the ball in the first half, kind of on that zone read concept. But from just playing the game, I did not know he was hurt like that. So that was, I guess, reassuring. He also had a sprained knee, like he kind of had that wrapped up. And I know there's a lot of NFL scouts there, and they were just commending how well he played tough. I mean, that's just what you want to see. You're going to just have to play hurt. Everyone gets hurt at some point and has to play through it. But, got surgery. Hopefully he's good. I have faith in Michael Hawkins. I think he will be a lot better. Last year, the situation was horrible for him. I mean, we had no offensive coordinator, no O-line, no receivers, no nothing. I think we're healthy in every other area. And he actually has a OC who I think can put him in the right position to succeed, scheme some things up. He is super dangerous running, all these things. So I think he's good enough for us to, have a shot against Texas, even without Mateer. I think he's good enough. He's played in that game. He won a game last year against Auburn, has some experience. So it's not like he has never played. And he should be better, a year better, should be. We'll see, against Kent State, because he's for sure going to play against Kent State, like for sure. And I don't think John will come back in that game. But going into what I was saying kind of earlier, I think this is like, it couldn't have happened at a better time. Like, obviously it sucks. We wanted to play against Texas. It's a huge game, the biggest game on the schedule every year. But with the way our schedule lines up, I mean, we have this bye, we have Kent State, we have Texas and South Carolina. realistically, if John can't play in any of these games that I just mentioned, I think we can still beat every team with with Hawkins these next 4 games or whatever. However, later on in the season, when we got to play Tennessee, Ole Miss, LSU, Missouri, Alabama, that's when we need Mateer. So if if Hawkins ends up playing, I'm not making excuses, but if Hawkins plays, we lose to Texas, however it looks, I think the committee will look at it, especially if
It's a fine loss.
yeah,
Like, you're okay
exactly.
with losing that game. Like,
You're
if that's
okay
the
with
game you
losing that
lose,
game?
like if you lose any game with Michael Hawkins at quarterback, that's the game you want to lose.
Yeah, and I think you're okay losing that game too, because I think the committee will be like, well, they lost without Mateer. Like, hopefully they look at it objectively. If like we play well after that with Mateer, they're like, okay, like, not saying it doesn't count, but you do have to view it from a different lens. I mean, it's like kind of last year when Quinn was playing. Like, if y'all would have lost the game without him, I think the committee would have viewed it, depending on who it was, would have viewed it a certain way. But yeah, man, it's tough news. Hopefully he gets it going. Like, I just think it's a disservice for the fans of college football because of how well he was playing, and even for Oklahoma and Texas fans. Like, we both want to be at our best. We both want to be healthy. This is going to be your first year going to Red River. Like, that's what my sources tell me. I want you to be able to see both teams. Oh shit. That's what I want you to be able to see both teams at their best.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's tough, man. But hey, got updated 626. Sounds like surgery went well. Mateer will be back in Norman shortly. So,
but hey, man, we had another team in. Thank you for the comedic relief, by the way. But we had another team in Oklahoma. Have some other big news as well. It's the end of the Gundy era. I mean, I told you, I think when the game was going on, that he might not live to see tonight. And you're like, nah, it's Gundy, man. Like, he's a legend. He's gonna go out through the season. But I just, the way that they look and the way that they're playing and the way that they're losing, specifically the way they're losing, I just don't see how you can keep the coach around.
Yeah, man, it sucks, bro. Like, I mean, Mike Gundy is easily the best coach of all time at Oklahoma State. Before he got there, they were not doing anything, outside of Barry Sanders, a couple years with him, Thurman Thomas, shout out Cecil, rest in peace to my uncle. But like, outside of that, like, they were they were a bottom of the conference team. They were never, a contender of any nature. Mike Gundy, played at Oklahoma State, ends up taking over the job. When did he start coaching? I'm looking right now. I think he took over the job in 2003 or 4. It was right after Les Miles left, because Les Miles was coaching there first. But and they were decent with Les Miles, but they weren't what they are with Gundy. But I mean, dude, like, he had Oklahoma State ranked top 10 multiple times, like 10 times. He's coached in 5 New Year's Six bowls since 2009. When Oklahoma State is one of the only 3 teams in FBS to post a winning season every year from 2006 to 2023. The Cowboys have won 133 games from 2010. He has 11 victories over top 10 teams, 40 career top 25 wins. I mean, he's put 42 Cowboys into the NFL, with 6 drafted in the first round. So, I mean, and he was really, if they don't lose, what year was that? 2012 or what year? 2011, when they lost to Iowa State on like a Friday night and they end up not going to the national championship. Like, they were very close to going to a national championship. And the way they were built that year, I'm not going to say they probably wouldn't have won it all. So it's just tough the way he went out. When you're that good, like, it doesn't sound like he was really getting along with the administration, the fans, things of that nature. And like, this is a guy that will have a statue there. Like, he deserves one. So hopefully when they hire their next head coach and the dust settles, that they can give him a proper greeting back. Cause I mean, he played there. He's the most winningest head coach. Like, he deserves his flowers.
You might be looking for a new OC, man.
Arbuckle's not going there, bro.
Hey, man. Why not?
He's not. Because it's not a better job than I was actually talking to Trent about this and Shoney Arbuckle, because Shoney was saying that Vandy is a better job than Oklahoma State, and they were arguing like as in right now. And I was telling them,
that's a good one.
I
was gonna say Oklahoma State's the better job right now, but I could see if Vandy gets the resources, Vandy would be the better job.
They're also in the SEC, but also Trent was like Oklahoma State has an easier path to the playoffs. Yeah. But anyways, I don't think Arbuckle will leave. One, I just don't think they would let that happen. He's making $2 million right now as the OC at Oklahoma. I think he needs more experience before becoming a head coach. I think it would be foolish for him to jump ship like that when you have a team where your defense is loaded. You don't have to worry about managing the whole roster. And how much of a better situation is that for you? I don't really think he's going there.
I feel like it depends on what they're going for.
I just think they threw his name in there just because. I don't even think he's a serious candidate.
It depends on what Oklahoma State's going for. Like, if you want young, and then you're gonna go with Arbuckle. I mean, the only two that would make sense is Arbuckle and Coach Kenny at Texas State.
Yeah, I'd go with him. I would go take a stab at Coach Knowles at Penn State. He was the DC for you for a while. Coach Traylor, John Summerall.
I mean, Jeff Traylor should probably be the leading front runner.
I'd go after Zach Robinson too, and that's why I think they need to get is Zach Robinson. Played at Oklahoma State, you know him back in the day, had the visor. I think he's the OC for the Falcons right now. He's coached in the league for a while. Like, I think he would make the most sense because he's young, he's got a bunch of NFL experience, he's an alumni, he played there. I think he would be a hot sell for NIL kids. Like, I think, listen, I'd be like, if I'm him, you come here, I'll get you developed to play in the NFL, like NFL offense, context. All these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he would make the most sense for what they're trying to accomplish long term, and I just think he'd be a home run hire if they can go get him, just because of his pedigree. Right now.
But
and his ties to the school, like, he's going to be loyal. Like, I think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these other guys can go to Oklahoma State and maybe they turn it around, but do they stay there? Like, Gundy had flirted with leaving multiple times. He never did, but he did. You know, he had flirted with that, and like the reason you were so good is because he was a Oklahoma State guy. So I think they kind of need to go that route, or you get a DJ Kenny, who shows he's kind of loyal to like building something. Like, I mean, I feel like he's had opportunities to leave Texas State, but he hasn't. Yeah. Trailer. Same thing with UTSA.
He's got a fat pay raise because they're going to the Pac-12. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, just at least for Arbuckle, I don't think that Oklahoma is a better offense coordinator, is a better job in the sense of this is a great stepping stone to
yeah, but is that the right job to take? Yeah, is that the right job to take though? Like, I feel like he could stay for a couple years and get a way better job.
But also with the offense that he runs, that's an Oklahoma State offense. So like it already kind of fits in.
For sure. I think you gotta like really.
I think it's a great stepping stone, and like Trent said, it's an easy path. So if you first 2 years, 3 years, you're already, doing great in the playoffs, then like that just gonna open up another avenue that much quicker for another head coaching job in the SEC or the Big Ten. Yeah. So like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm, especially being that young, you're young enough to be able to take those chances in your career.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I also think too, like,
Obviously, there's other candidates
He's
who are
also
more
young enough
qualified.
to be patient as well.
Yeah,
too.
there's also other candidates who are going to be more qualified.
Because it's like I look at it like this, like they got to call Will Stein. I don't think he takes the job, but they're gonna call him. Like that dude has been doing what he's doing at Oregon the last couple years. Like he's gonna leave at some point. Like we all know this. Brian Hartline, unless he's just waiting to be the head coach at Ohio State, like he's gonna leave.
I just feel like Oregon got to win something for him to leave.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he'll leave until he wins something.
They got to at least make some noise in the playoff. Like they got to get to the semis or natty.
Like I think that's
at least
probably like one of his goals, just win something. They have the talent. Like
for sure. For sure. We'll talk about them here soon, but like it's I mean it's interesting, man. Like I think for me, firing him in the middle of the year, I don't really think accelerates their process as fast as they think it would, because all their candidates are in the middle of coaching and it's still very early in the season. It's not like it's like week 10 or week 11 where it's like you kind of know people are looking around the coaching carousel. Like coaches leaving like that,
like left in the middle of the season and go take that new job.
I've never seen that. I don't think, at least not off the top of my head. Like it's always been at the end of the year, and that's the thing. I'm like, you go interview Zach Robinson. Like the Falcons are. They could make the playoffs this year. Like they're what 2-1 or 1-2. Like it's early.
I mean, they just got bit over by Carolina.
Hey, maybe that's why. They didn't even score. Maybe they were on the phone, man. Maybe he was already 1 foot out.
He already knew because that game was on a Friday night.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're making the calls.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, them firing him is not going to make their season better.
Yeah,
so
but
I looked at it. It's like I think he just deserved to like leave on his own terms. Like
but they already wanted to fire him though. So like that was just
what he's done for them, bro. Like it's just like respect it. Like respect him. Like he is the reason y'all are relevant. He's y'all's best coach of all time. Like,
but he's also the reason why they're where they're at.
Yeah, I just think he just honestly is.
But he was
just tired. I just think this era, like for him, for Dabo, like for Saban, I just think like you got to be a different kind of cat to coach in this, and that's why I respect coaches and give them a lot of time when they struggle. And speaking of which, Urban Meyer thinks Billy Napier's buyout is going to save him from getting fired. I seen that today, but
his buyout's not that much.
It was like 60 mil.
I thought it was a little bit less than that.
No, but it's like, speaking of which we had said it, like you fire him, you spend 60 mil, you got to go give 60, 80 mil to another coach and pay players. So that's why it's like, it's such a tough situation now.
You gotta have them boosters, man.
Nah, because it's like,
look at A&M. Now it's easy for them.
Billy Napier's buyout right now is, let's see. Oh, I typed in salary, not buyout. Buyout. 64 mil. Yeah, I think they might keep him after reading that. Maybe at least another year. Just because of like the talent, you're like, oh, like Lagway was hurt this year. They could say that. They could. I'm just saying. Like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, it sucks, man. Shout out to Gundy, man. That dude is I'll miss him, man. That dude was entertaining. I'm a man, I'm 40. Like once the dust settles, I think he has to get on TV. I think he has a perfect personality for TV, like a talk show, like something. I'll watch it.
I think he probably rides in the wind.
Yeah.
He seems like that kind of guy.
I could see him, getting on some TV or something like that. But yeah, man. Other news, I think where's it at? Okay, so Kansas and Arizona State, they're trying to play in London next year. Man, they got to chill with that, man. They got to chill. I know Carlos is cool. He wants to see them UK people, but they got to stop, man.
It sucks because it's like it's good. It's good for football for one, but for two, there's also talent getting developed. Y'all have a player from London.
Yeah, he hasn't played yet.
I know, but I'm saying y'all have a player. Like it's good for the sport because people are over there getting developed. Like they're obviously it's a proven model. Like whatever they're doing over there, the the academy that they have over there, like
NFL Academy, yes, sir.
It's working. So, like, I feel like that's good. Yeah, it sucks. It's 6 hour time difference, but it's good for the sport. And as big as football is now, just think about how much bigger it could be.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I think it sucks. It's just more so like I just hate the big conference games over there.
Like we should move to London.
Like it just
put 54 yards over there, grow the channel through London. Bam.
Maybe we could compete with soccer then, the Prem. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff, I don't know.
We'll be the football show, the real football.
But ACC, we had mentioned earlier, they announced they're moving to 9 conference games with at least 1 conference game against a Power 4 team. So I think every conference has mentioned this.
They're also all going to it.
Yeah, and then the Big Ten is having some meetings, and I know Carlos had some opinions on that because he sent it in the group chat. But I think they're trying to have 20 teams now in the playoff or something like that.
Yeah, I sent it in a group chat.
I don't know. I heard Siri had read a message and you are like Big Ten for you or something.
Oh no, that was some ex wide receivers. You're one of your guys, being yeah, you can go read that one and you do what you will with that. But no, I hate expanding the playoffs. I mean, I get it, every conference wants more teams in. But at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like it defeats the purpose of the playoff. Like, this is supposed to, like, making the playoff is supposed to be like a prestigious thing. Winning the national championship is obviously the goal. But like,
yeah, you shouldn't get a ton of at bats at it. Like, if you never were making it before, like, you shouldn't be like,
yeah, it shouldn't keep getting easier to make it. Like, the teams that aren't making it for a reason. The model, bro, we went to 12 teams this past year. How many of those teams that weren't making it before won?
Yeah.
All the teams that had a bye lost. Like, it's, I don't know, man. I feel like expanding it doesn't really help your cause. I think the teams that are the top of the Big Ten and SEC are going to be the teams that, continue to do well and continue to win it. Like, I just don't see a world where Michigan State wins it, Maryland wins it, Vanderbilt wins
Michigan State, they made the playoff though when it was 4 teams. So you got it.
Hey, that boy Connor Cook was out there slinging that
They were
bill.
nice, bro. I mean, they were good for a while. They just kind of fell off once they got rid of. I think his name D'Antoni, but once they got rid of him, they kind of fell off. But
then, like, you're gonna sit here and tell me that Michigan State's gonna win a national championship?
It's possible.
Oh yeah, it's possible for anybody to win a national championship.
But they're not like they're not like ass like that.
But they're like these middle of the road to lower tier teams aren't gonna win, bro. Like that, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and say Michigan State's gonna beat Georgia in the Natty. Like, I'm just not gonna say that.
Northwestern,
like
Maryland.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that
Virginia,
Kentucky's gonna beat Ohio State in the Natty.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for sure.
The teams that make it and that continue to make it are the teams that are gonna always win. Not much has.
I mean,
has
you got to think about it in our lifetime. How many times have we seen teams ascend to in the 90s is what, Virginia Tech, Florida State, whatever. But like Virginia Tech, where are they at now, right? Like, there's no sustained success. Clemson. They were the most dominant probably program outside of Alabama in most of our lifetime, especially, as we were older. It looks like Clemson is falling off, so it's like these teams that have had sustained success are the ones that usually will continue to be better. Even if you have droughts like Texas had or whatnot, like, they're going to have the resources. They're also going to have the push and backing from not only the donors, but the fan base to get good again, no matter what happens. I mean, you guys were going through it, but like, you kept pushing. And even like when Tom Herman was decent, it wasn't good enough. And you guys still moved off him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
I mean, he had a 10-win season, I think.
Yeah, 10-win season, and they beat Georgia.
Yeah.
So, but like,
Tom Herman is the key to beating Kirby Smart. Is that what we need? Tom
man,
Herman back on the sideline?
Maybe you need Tom Herman. Maybe that's because y'all had y'all's best QB at the time, Sam.
Sam Ehlinger? Our best QB
I don't know.
in what aspect?
Just Sam's probably been y'all's best QB in the last 10 years?
Okay, then that's a different story. You just said best QB.
Well, I don't know if he's better than I can't. He's technically better than Quinn, but Quinn won bigger games, but Quinn had better teams.
But Sam wasn't a good quarterback. Sam was a good football player. No, Sam was a good football player. There's a difference there.
Hold on. When did Sam get drafted? Let's see.
Did he? I don't think he did. I thought he got picked up by the Colts, and now he's with the Broncos. Might have got drafted.
He got drafted in the 6th round, so technically by default he's better than Quinn. By default.
Anyways,
Arch won't go in the 6th round no matter what. Like he's gonna go at least round 2.
Yeah,
at the lowest, just because of who his name and shit.
Yeah, I think he was a great football player. I don't think he was a great quarterback.
Hey,
it's a difference.
Man. There is for sure a difference. He was putting up numbies for real. It was going crazy.
Boy,
y'all had no defense. Yeah. Nah, but it's funny too because he probably wouldn't even get recruited by Sark, which is crazy. No, like Sark wouldn't even look his direction.
Nope. On to the matchups, man. I mean, hey, Friday night, man. I think it's a banger. I think it's an underrated game. I think that an upset could be brewing here, man. Don't think there will be, but got some DNA on the field, as Cam would like to say. What was this? Team number 3? Y'all?
You talking about Virginia?
Yeah, y'all. Northwest.
I don't like Virginia like that, dog.
No, I'm saying Chandler Morris.
Oh.
It's y'all, North Texas and Virginia, right?
TCU.
Oh, TCU.
Us, TCU, North Texas, Virginia. This is 14.
14. Ha!
Yeah, that's that portal, man. And Florida State, they got Gavin Sawchuk over there doing work. Shout out to Oklahoma, man. He looks good. I'm happy for him. But man, this game looks it looks a little spicy, bro. I'm not gonna say that they gonna upset them. You gotta wait for chips and slips to hear my real pick, but it's on a Friday. Like we see how these games be on these days. Short week, whatever. Virginia isn't bad. They can score points. They got a good offense. They might get scored on, but they might be able to hang around. And they're gonna be playing at home. They got a QB who's a veteran. Obviously we haven't really seen Florida State tested since week 1, and it was week 1, and they kind of just won that game and been kind of smooth sailing since. So yeah, it's a good one, bro. I'm excited. Like I was saying earlier in the pod, like I haven't really watched them since the Bama game. So, I'm curious to see what they're talking about.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a high line. It's at 7.5. The spread is at the spread's at 6.5. Sorry. But even then, the over is at 16.5. So, I mean, just by looking at that, you're going to see a lot of scoring in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like Chandler Morris has played at all the levels that you can play at and competed at all the levels you can compete at. So he's seen enough, been around the block. So I feel like this is nothing new for him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does light up the field. Now, Florida State's defense is looking a lot better. They have Patrick Surtain as the DB coach, and them DBs look good. So it's going to be a fun one, man. It's going to be a fun one. That's Friday night at 6 on ESPN. I might have to, make some bets right now.
Yeah. Don't worry. Discord is popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, bro. This is going to be the week, I swear. Man, Dabble talking to me. But anyways, y'all hear those shortly.
Another game Friday night. I think this is upset. I got to do some more of my reading, some more research. Might put a siren, you don't know. But this could be an upset brewing. You got TCU going to Arizona State. I don't think Arizona State is that bad. I do think that they're going to – this season isn't the season for them, and they're going to ruin people's seasons, as in maybe this weekend. But it's an 8 p.m. kickoff.
Man, I'm excited. Let's go, bro.
So this is going to probably be another high-scoring game. Hopefully. We thought the Baylor and Arizona State game was going to be high-scoring, but I don't know what happened in that.
Yeah, TCU's defense is not great, but their offense is good.
Oh, McAllister and
Bro, the
what's
boy
his
went for
name? The
260.
quarterback, Josh Hoover.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Hey,
they got something brewing.
And Arizona State, man, Raleek Brown, like I said, they've been getting the run game going. I mean, last week he went over, that cash. If you guys tailed it on chips and slips, like, yeah, I think TCU right now I think they're underdog right now too. So Carl's might be on to something. You have to hear.
I
his
didn't even
pick.
look at that.
Yeah,
I just saw it and I said,
it was on that 25-cent slip I sent you.
Oh, it was?
I picked I told
man, I don't know if you want me to be telling people out here doing 25-cent slips here.
25 cents to win 500, man. Ain't no risk. You might as well.
But yeah, that's good. I mean, those are great games to, Friday night after a long work week. It's like, man, ain't nothing to wait. We got 2 college football games on. Say less, and we get these 2 bangers.
I'm excited, bro.
Yeah,
that's a fire. I
think there'll be fun games at Virginia. Florida State goes, and I think
that'll be cool too. Like
fun.
A cool little atmosphere because it's early in the season, like a Friday night game. Like it'll be cool to like see what Virginia's atmosphere is talking about because they don't really get too many nationally. Because they haven't been good, So that'll be cool for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah. But opening up the slate for Saturday. Hey man. Hey man, is it gonna happen, Cam? Are they gonna lose again?
Talk to me.
They got Notre Dame at Arkansas. Weird, right?
Everybody weird. Weird in both games, or both teams are in back against the wall, bro. Both of them.
Yes. Both.
Yeah.
I don't even know what team needs to win more here. I mean, this is like a must win for both teams. I couldn't choose which team needed to win more. Pittman needs it really bad.
It's for sure Pittman. For sure.
Yeah, but if you're Notre Dame, you start 0-3?
1-3. But still, they beat Purdue last week.
Oh yeah.
But
I would say the way they looked.
Yeah, I would say like
30 points.
I'd say Marcus Freeman has grace just because he went to the Natty, had multiple playoff wins. Like he has grace, I would say. But his schedule's tough. His losses at the beginning of the year, 2 tough losses on last possession type deals. Like, okay, like losing this game wouldn't be great, obviously. But Sam Pittman
for A&M and Miami's
they can't
sake,
lose. Yeah,
they need Notre Dame to win.
And A&M or not A&M, Arkansas, you can't lose to Memphis, bro. You can't lose. Like,
I haven't even looked, but I'm taking the over. The way Notre Dame's defense has looked, and the way the Arkansas offense has looked.
I have to write that Johnson down. Might have to write that one down.
I have to take the over.
Write that one down.
I gotta look at it first because if it's something outrageous, I ain't taking it. But
I mean, let me see. I had ESPN up. I mean, it's
it has to be like a 60.5 or something. If it's in the 50s, I'm for sure throwing like 100 on it.
64.5.
Yeah, look at that, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is going to be offensive heavy. Both of these defenses are not great.
Yeah, and
Notre Dame is better than Arkansas's, but I think Arkansas has a good enough offense to still score points.
Yeah, and the thing is, Arkansas, like, they have to win this game because you can't lose if you lose to Notre Dame, okay, you can't lose to Memphis, bro. They were up 28-10 and blew the game. Unacceptable. Sam Pittman, you have a good team. Like, I think they're good. Like, I think they're good enough to win 7-8 games. You know, they got a good quarterback. You have a good quarterback, you have a chance in college football to beat anybody. But when you lose to Memphis and the way you lost, they got to show some kind of life. They got to show some kind of fight here.
Yeah.
And I hope they can get it done because I do like Sam Pittman. It'd be cool to see Arkansas do something. They haven't been good historically. I think it'd be cool for Arkansas to be good when they play Texas. Just be cool. Like they haven't been good in years. So hopefully they can get it done, bro. I like Taylor Green to just go crazy. He's a dog, but yeah, you can only do so much. You can only do so much. So
it's gonna be a good one. A lot of scoring in this one. Hopefully, is what I think at least. Now this game right here, this is the game I've been looking forward to. This is the game I had circled on my own personal calendar to see really what both of these teams are about, but we saw one of them last week. It didn't go so good.
Mm.
And 11 a.m. kickoff on Fox. USC is traveling to Illinois.
Mm-hmm. And
And I am excited to see USC in this one. Um, they got I think that I was talking to somebody at work, but since Lincoln Riley has gone to USC, I think this is the best offense he's ever had.
I would agree.
Like
And the reason
he
why,
had Caleb. He had
Yeah.
Caleb, but that's all he had. Now he has the running backs. He has 2 running backs who can play smash football.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 elite receivers on the outside, and he has a great quarterback who can get it done with the arm and the legs.
Yeah, and I agree exactly with what you're saying, because I know Lincoln Riley probably better than most people, obviously.
You got his phone number?
Nah. I had to delete it once I had a slice of that brisket. But
Oh my god.
He is the best offensively when he has a dominant run game. The years at Oklahoma, when we were just running through everybody, we were averaging like 6-7 yards a carry, and could do whatever, play action, everything was open. I think he's obviously had great quarterbacks. He's developed great quarterbacks. Every quarterback he's recruited I think they're all starting right now in the league, or, the transfer or whatever. But the problem is he has never at USC had a quarterback that plays super well within the system while also having the running game established. I don't know if that was due to the lack of offensive line or being able to run the football, but Caleb was obviously, and I think me and Carlos's opinion, outside of Kyler, probably his most talented quarterback he's coached. Those are probably the 2 that I would say are, like, from a just raw talent, they were probably the best. Caleb, played a lot off script, ran a lot out of the pocket, kind of tried to play some backyard football, which I think at times limited his ability to play super well within Lincoln Riley's system. Maava isn't better than these guys, but I think he plays in the system probably as well as a Baker did, just like knowing where to go with the football, making the reads, and he obviously has the run game. So to support what Carlos is saying, man, USC, they got to get a little better on defense. Like, they still give up, I think, a little too much for me.
It sucks to say, too, because, like, their defense has improved. That's the thing.
They
Like,
can
from
rush
the
the
past
passer.
2
They can do
years,
that.
they've improved.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's still, like, not enough to, like, get them to, I think, playoff championship levels.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
think they can make the playoffs. I just don't know about making a run.
They can make the playoffs. I think they really can. Now making the run, they just got to tidy up the defense. If they tidy up the defense, if they can get half better than what they are now, that's a dangerous team.
No doubt. They can just get around that 50, 60 range total defense. I don't know where they're at, but they can just average, hey, they might have a shot. I just looked at their stats. They are averaging 7.1 a carry, bro. Like, if they can keep that up, man, it's going to be an issue, and their schedule was difficult, but hey, like, they got to test this week, Illinois. Like,
it's a fun one, man. I'm excited for this one. I'm really,
they just got blown out. They got to come with it.
Biggest test.
Yeah. In Illinois, they got to literally respond now.
Because they just got blown out. Yeah.
And you're at home.
The way everybody talked about you this offseason, this year's Indiana making the playoffs and whatnot. I mean, they were ranked 9 and dropped all the way to 23. So to justify you getting back to the playoffs, you got a long season.
They got to get it going, bro, because
yeah. The fun game everybody looks forward to. 2:30 kickoff on ABC, man. We got some SEC football. We got some SEC football, the best conference there is. And it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a banger, actually. This is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a weird game. It's LSU at Ole Miss. Now, for the 3rd straight week, you got Trinidad starting that quarterback. Yes, sir. But, if you listen to the morning after, I figured this would be the case because the way that Austin Simmons looked when he played against Arkansas, and he had to come on the field. He could barely walk on his foot. I was like, that ankle sprain is out of there. So I didn't think he was gonna be back for this game. But they have Trinidad as a starter, and he's undefeated, and he is going bananas, berserk. Transfer senior from. Do you remember? Do you know
who?
Trinidad Chambliss, the quarterback. Ole Miss?
Ferris State, I think.
Ferris State,
yeah.
And he's a nice little dual threat quarterback. Now, the reason I don't know about this game is because you have an offense from LSU who's having the same issue as Texas is having. There's something not clicking. There's something that's just not translating to the field, you know. But beware, once they get that offense going, everybody in America should be scared. So are we going to see that offense this week? Like, are we going to see the offense that we thought LSU was going to have coming into the season, which was an offense that's going to be able to put up points on you at will, just because of talent at running back, the talent at quarterback, the talent on the outside, offensive line. Now they're struggling to run the ball. They're struggling to put points on the board. So when are we going to see that, come together? And then on the flip side, like I said, you have Ole Miss, has a nice dual threat quarterback, putting points on the board, undefeated. Tulane's a very good football team, and they just smashed them. They're not LSU, but it's still a team that was in playoff talks from the group of 5. But they're going up against LSU's defense, which is much improved from last year, and not many people have scored points on them. So it's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, I'm looking at some statistics, on Outlier. And they're pretty even, bro. Offense, Ole Miss's offense is really good, and LSU's defense is really good. And then when it goes to offense, LSU has the personnel, like you mentioned, to be very explosive on offense, but they haven't been. And Ole Miss's defense gives up a lot.
Yeah.
So for me, obviously, I don't want to make my pick yet. I've been kind of going back and forth, but I will say this. Defense does travel. Good defenses travel. They play well, no matter usually who the opponent are, if they are truly a good defense. However, how good is LSU's defense really? Because the teams they played, Clemson, what are they now? 1-3. They're not as good as we thought they are. Florida, same case, 1-3. Not as good as we thought they are. Lagway throws 5 picks in that game, throws for less than 100 yards this following week. Bit on the Sarah McLaughlin special twice already. They aren't. We don't really know if they've been challenged the way that their stats are showing them, right? Not even being biased, but I would say Oklahoma from a defense unit has been challenged more than they have from the teams we played. That
sounds like some biasness right there.
No, I'm just telling you, the teams that we beat, they're 3-1. They pinned up some numbies. You know what I'm saying? LSU, are they as legit as we think they are? We're going to find out, because Ole Miss are going to score some points. Whit Weeks is dating Lane Kiffin's daughter.
That is crazy. They announced it this week.
Crazy work.
Lane Kiffin probably said to do that.
Lane Kiffin is
that would be a Lane
bro.
Kiffin thing. He
probably was like, and he tweeted, take the over.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. This guy is a fool.
What is it? I ain't going to say if I'm taking it or not, but what is it?
It is.
I feel like it'd be kind of low. In the 50s.
It's 54.5. I like it. I think I already.
I don't know.
You have to find out on chips and slips.
That's a scary one. That could go either way. Actually, if LSU's defense is that good, they're going to get shut out.
Our sources are on it already, though, so I don't know.
If LSU's defense is that good, it will be below 54. I just don't know if they are. If LSU's offense doesn't get it together, it'll be below 54.
That's also true.
That's what I'm saying. It can go either way.
Ole Miss going to give up some shit.
Ole Miss is everything here, defensively and offensively.
Yeah, we know they're going to give us some stuff. We know they're going to score.
Offensively,
you also going to need points to score. Even if LSU's defense is good, I think you need 24 points to beat an Ole Miss. You just do. They're gonna just put pressure on you.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
And then
this is gonna be a banger.
Also, like I said, man, it's the best conference, man. Going on at the same time. No free shout outs, but if you got YouTube TV, you can watch the games at once.
There you go.
A&M versus Auburn. Last year, this was a playoff eliminator. A&M went on the road, at night, played at Auburn, went into I think 4 overtimes, and they dropped the ball in the end zone, and then they lost. So they want their get back. And Auburn's traveling to Kyle Field, and they're just coming off a loss to the Sooners.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is for the fan base to determine. I don't know whose fans are rowdier, who got the better fans, over there at Kyle Field. Gonna be loud, gonna be noisier, or if the boys at Gaylord, or they rocking and buzzing and whatnot. So, with Jackson playing at Oklahoma previously and literally playing at Oklahoma for his current team, he's experienced some noise, so to say. Whether that's good or bad, I think both are bad. But I don't think the noise would be too much of a factor for him here. And I
big
think
Jackson Arnold fan this weekend. Come on,
man,
Jay.
I'm a big Jackson Arnold fan in general, man. Wait, we need to speak on that before we continue, man. What is going on with y'all's fans? We got to talk about this.
What are you talking about?
Why are y'all booing this man, especially after the game? He's done nothing.
That's mainly the students, though. Like, that's
he done
fine.
nothing even then.
But students are gonna be students. They're dumb. They're immature. Like they don't understand. Like
what did he do to y'all?
Through life. He didn't do nothing. I told you I wouldn't boo him. I want him to do well. I want him to go crazy. I want JA400 this weekend. Come on. JA400 this weekend.
He left on good terms. Left on good terms. And after the game, to be honest with you, it seems like all the Oklahoma players genuinely fucked with him. Like they actually liked him.
That's their boy. That's their boy. Like they came in together. He was a QB last year. Like everyone dapped him up and hugged him. Like, yeah, you wanna. It's like playing your homie in Little League across the town that you grew up with, and he goes to a different school. You want to beat his ass, but at the end of the game, it's all love and you love each other and respect each other. So
and then y'all came up in a better situation. So why are they boo?
Yeah,
but shout out Jackson Arnold, man. You wish you were me. Come on, man. Put that on a shirt. NIL, buddy. Raise it up.
Hey, JA400, let's go, Jackson.
Hey, come on,
Talk
man.
to me.
JA400.
You playing the Aggies? You got to take care of business for Carlos and for me, just because I hate the Aggies too.
Come on, man.
And I just want Auburn to keep winning. I do. It looks better for us, and I just want Jackson to have a good career because I do think the talent is there. He has to throw the football more often because
and what better team to do it against? A team that is struggling defensively right now.
You know what I think too? I think A&M was going to do exactly what Oklahoma did and load the box and make them throw up one-on-ones on the outside. Clearly, Jackson didn't do that. I do think
I do not recommend that with this defense. That's
his deep ball is a little fly.
It's different with y'all's defense.
Yeah,
y'all actually have the personnel.
I think Auburn will have success in the run game too against A&M. I do. I think they're going to be able to move the football. My only issue is I just hope the loss from last week doesn't carry over to this week to where they just.
I think that
hopefully it fires them up.
This is where the difference between good teams and great teams and elite teams.
Mm-hmm.
If they're a good team, that loss is going to carry over. If they're a great team, that loss is going to make them better.
Yeah.
If they're an elite team, they're going to win this game.
Yeah, A&M coming off a bye, and this is where the schedule gets really tough for Auburn, because they got us, and I think they got Georgia right after. I don't know if they got Georgia, they got somebody crazy. Like, let me see. Yep, they got us, then Georgia, then Missouri, then at Arkansas. It don't get easy till they get Kentucky at home. Then they got at Vanderbilt. Then they got to finish the season off with Alabama. So now, they have to get it going now.
Like I said, this is the team you want to do it against. A team that's struggling defensively, which is crazy to think about just because of who their coach is, and they're doing good offensively. I think this is A&M's first real test. I know you were high on them on the Notre Dame game, as in you thought the Notre Dame win versus the Tech Utah win was better. But if Notre Dame loses this weekend, it's obviously not looking that way. Notre Dame's not who they're supposed to be. So I think this is A&M's first real test, Now, I'm probably I haven't looked at it, but I'm probably going to take the over unless Auburn's defense continues to play how they played last week.
Mm-hmm.
Even DB-wise, they played great. It was a great defensive game for them. If you watched them in the past, them boys are barbecue chicken. Them boys are Swiss cheese, holes everywhere.
Hey, A&M got some dogs at receiver.
They do.
They do. They got some dangerous guys.
They do. So I think it's going to probably whoever gets a takeaway is probably going to be the winner in this game.
Hey, and that's it. Hey, Jackson hasn't been turning the ball over, right? So as long as he can continue to just do that, I think, hey, the over 52.5. Hold on. That's looking kind of
Yeah,
nice.
but this game's gonna be a fun one, man. 2:30 ESPN. It's going on at the same time as LSU Ole Miss, so you get to watch.
You better have that. You better have two TVs going
And
this weekend.
hey, and while we're at it, man. Hey, Ken, while we're at it,
what's up?
2:30 kickoff on CBS.
Talk to me. What else we got on the slate?
Ohio State, Washington, man.
Hey, I've been excited for this game, bro. I've been talking about this game all off season, bro. I said that this game might have to get them sirens out, man. Might have to. You're not gonna get the pick, but this game might have some upset alert on it because Washington is good. They got Damon Williams. They got Boston, the receiver. They got a good quarterback, good running back. It is very, very hard to play in Seattle. That's one of the toughest environments in college football. I know it doesn't really come off the top of everyone's head like that, but Washington is traditionally good, traditionally tough to play there. This will be Ohio State's first real test after week 1 when they play Texas at home. This will be their first game on the road, and this will be their first time playing Washington in conference since Washington just came over to the Big Ten. Jed Fish in year 2, got a good team. Hey, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one. I'm telling you right now, this is a game where Washington will show up. I have all the faith in the world in Ohio State because I know how talented they are. I know how good they are. But this is Julian Sands' first time on the road, too, starting. We saw how Arch did. We'll see.
Man, watch your mouth.
We'll see. But I'm excited for this one because I'm telling you right now, unless you're an Ohio State fan, nobody's watched Ohio State since Texas. Nobody has. So now you get to see them again in a primetime slot against a team that no one else has seen. No one has really watched Washington, I would believe, unless you're a Washington fan. So you get to really see both teams on display this weekend, and I'm super excited because I haven't really watched Ohio State since Texas, and I haven't watched Washington much of all, if at all, this season. So,
Julian Sand as well also has 3 picks on the season already.
He threw one against Texas or no?
I don't remember. That game.
I don't think he did.
That game's out of. That memory's gone. That memory's out of there. Yeah, I don't think he did either. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Yeah, right now Washington ranks 41 in defense.
We had a turnover that game, I'm pretty sure.
Washington has the 9th best rushing defense.
It's gonna be a fun one, man. I'm excited.
Hey, Washington they're first on 3rd down conversions. Get it at 75%.
What's this?
They're 9th in rushing offense.
What's this at right here? Hold on.
3rd in scoring.
Ooh. Hey man, might have to take
Ohio State first in scoring defense.
Might have to take the cover on this one, man.
Hey, I've already been looking at that. The line probably has been dropping.
It's been dropping tremendously. It opened up at 13.5. Now it's at 7.5.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw it was at 13.5 is nuts. What the hell?
We should have took
it. Damn. Yeah, I saw it at 8.5 recently. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, bro. Washington gonna show up because they know that this is a statement opportunity for them. They're gonna show up. I'm telling you.
So we got 3 games. 3, all at 2:30. Hey man, better get that free trial to YouTube TV or something, man. Cause
it doesn't get better than this,
man.
Don't get better than this.
Now a little bit after the games, you got an intermatch rival within the SEC. 3:15 kickoff. You got Tennessee at Mississippi State. This could be an interesting one. Jeff Lebby got them boys right over there in Mississippi State. Tennessee coming off that tough loss against not coming off because they played last week and they just beat somebody, beat the hell out of them. Let me check real quick. UAB. Come on, man. Now they're gonna go to Mississippi State. Them Cowboys over there, they're rocking right now. They like what they got. They like what they're seeing, and they got a good 1-2 punch with Brendan Thompson, as Cam would say, the DNA, and Blake Shapen. So this has potential to also be an upset, man. After watching that Arizona State game, I know Arizona State's not what everybody kind of predicted them to be. But that wasn't a game Arizona State was supposed to lose. This team was supposed to be the last place team in the SEC, and they're looking phenomenal. They're 4-0 right now. Like, they have everything right in front of them. Yep. So now you have a team that's ranked, a team that has a lot of momentum, a team that went toe to toe, and down to the wire with Georgia, coming to your house, that you have the opportunity to upset and put your name on the map. Stamp yourself in the conversation. Like, you have the ability to do that this weekend. Now, is it going to happen? That's a different story. We're going to find out.
We're going to find out, man.
But
we're going to find out.
Hey, Packers lost to the Browns, man. That's all I'm going to say.
It's possible, bro. Any given Saturday. Literally. Yeah, bro, I'm excited, man. That game, it will be interesting to see because it is a tough place to play. Also, both teams have similar offenses. Both love the veer and shoot. Both come from the same tree. I think Levy and Heupel coached together at one point at UCF, I think. So both were at Oklahoma, both have ties to Oklahoma. So I'm excited because I think both teams will kind of know what each other wants to do. Obviously, Tennessee has better personnel, but hey, man, I think Mississippi State, I think that win against Arizona State, like Carl's mentioned, gave them a lot of confidence. I think they can play with anybody, and if they feel like they have a better squad this year, they're at home again. Look out. I think the line is kind of low too. I think it was like 7.5.
Last time I checked. 7.5, yes.
Yeah. So, hey, man, they're telling us it's going to be one possession type of game. Is what they're saying. So, we'll see, man.
Hey, man. I might get some hate here. I'm gonna start with the second best game at 6:30 on NBC.
That's cool with me.
Cause you agree.
I do. Because we're biased. SEC biased.
For me, I think that's not even being biased.
Nah, I would agree with you. Also, it's on NBC, bro. Dude, I'm so excited, bro. I'm not leaving the couch.
Hey,
oh my goodness.
NBC 6:30 kickoff. You have Oregon, Penn State. Number 6 versus number 3. Oregon hasn't played anybody this year. Everybody's saying they look like the most complete team. Everybody's saying nobody's talking about Oregon. Oregon's been quiet this year. Oregon's putting up points on everybody. Oregon finally gets a test. Now, on the flip side, you got Penn State. Team that had a, 1-2 run, the best 1-2 combo in the nation. You got a quarterback that's back for 4 years now, been in the system. They got a defense coordinator from Ohio State, or offense coordinator from Ohio State, and it's like, now we got an offensive guy who will throw the rock a little bit, and they've been a little quiet. They ain't put too much points on anybody. It's some typical Penn State stuff. So is this who's gonna shine here? Is this gonna be a defensive battle, or is this gonna be an offensive shootout? Is James Franklin finally gonna win the big game? Is Dan Lanning going to continue his dominance in the regular season?
Yeah, bro. I don't. Oh man, I'm so. Yeah. So it's gonna be jumping. Man.
It's gonna be jumping out game.
And they're doing it against a good opponent. Thank you. But Dante Moore, man. Hey, young fella. I when I was watching the film, when I was doing my own analysis, when I was Cam's corner, when I was in the lab, I thought he had the best film in the class.
Oregon is an underdog here, by the way.
Yeah, which was nice for Mo. You'll see. But, bro, I'm excited to see what Dante Moore does in the spotlight what he does on the road against a tough opponent, and what Dan Lanning does, because he needs to win this game. He beat them last year in the Big Ten title, so I'm not saying he can't win the big game, but you want to be able to win these games when you have the roster you do and when you have the team you do, because you don't want to be kind of labeled as you can beat everybody else, you can assemble these great teams, but you can't get over the hump. I think Dan Lanning is one of the best motivators. I think he'll have his team ready to play and ready to go. And over to the flip side of Penn State, James Franklin, please show me something. You just got to show me, as Carlos likes to say, show us that you can win these games. Show us that you can get it done. You brought everybody back. You have the best running back duo in the country. You have Drew Aller, who honestly, his draft stock fell off a cliff to me, unless he can just start showing up in some of these games. It
starts here. It starts in the conference. Yeah. That's where it starts. Because and
like I said, I haven't watched Penn State really at all, or Oregon. I watched them a little bit.
You have Iowa, and I'm gonna say Iowa because Iowa's defense.
Yeah, Iowa gonna make you. They gonna make you beat them. They gonna make you beat them.
Ohio State. You have Indiana, Nebraska. We'll throw Michigan in there too. I mean Michigan State in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts here.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, bro. It's gonna be a banger. I'm excited, and same time as this game. Last but certainly not least, we made the executive decision to talk about this one last.
Hey, man. If you ain't talking about this one last, man, hey, this is the game of the night. This is the game everybody wants to see. Last year, man?
Boy. Bro,
was this not the best game last year?
Crazy as hell.
Was there another game better than this last year?
Probably not. Not in the regular season. And Georgia already played in the game of the year already this year.
Maybe
Tennessee.
Maybe Texas, Arizona State.
Yeah, maybe that one. But Georgia already played in the game of the year last year. Or
now
this
they're
year.
About to do it again. Can they top it?
Last year, this year, bro.
If y'all remember last year, down 30 points.
Down 30 points and made it a game. You know, a lot of those players on both teams were in that game. This time, Georgia gets them in Tuscaloosa or in Athens.
Sir.
In Athens. Kirby Smart is 1-6 against Alabama. A lot of that is Saban, you know, but he lost last year to DeBoer. Big game. I don't think Georgia's lost at home since like 2016. It's been almost 10 years since they've lost at home.
Just wait till we get there. Come on.
So maybe Alabama does it for you. I don't know.
Yeah, but we'll start the streak again. Don't worry.
Bro, this game is insane. I'm excited to see how it looks. Georgia, I really got a lot of faith in them because they showed us that they could come back on the road against a tough team and actually score when that was kind of deemed as their weakness. I have trust that the defense will get it figured out and they'll lock in and they'll have a good game plan for this game. And Alabama, they have completely turned it up a notch as well, losing to Florida State early. Offense looks really good. Looks like it's humming on all cylinders. It's going to be a dogfight, man. And I really think it's going to be like last year. I think it's going to be a shootout again.
Why? Not why, but let's talk some theoreticals here.
Yeah.
Theoretically speaking, Bama loses this game. What does that mean?
Mm-hmm. That don't mean nothing to me. Depends on how it is.
But DeBoer's sake,
he's fine.
I mean, you already had old ladies one in the Powerball, one in right him and a nice little check.
Listen, it's Georgia. If you can't lose a team, it is this team. You know.
But they're already ranked 17th, bro. Like if they lose this game, they might drop out, or it's going to be 25.
They're all right though. They have time to make up for it. They're going to play other teams. They still got to play. Okay, go ahead.
So you got Georgia, right? Just say you lose this one. Say you lose Georgia. We already saw last year. We say 3 losses is the bubble. That's the bubble. So if they lose, you already have 2, and you're week 5, right? We have Vanderbilt who's coming to your town. They already beat you once, and they think they can hang with anybody, and they have the mindset that it don't matter who's across that field, they're beating you. All right. You go to Missouri, who looks really good, and I don't know who they play, but they possibly could be undefeated.
These next 4 for them.
Then you got Tennessee.
Ooh.
At home. But it's still Tennessee, who looks really good, who looks a lot better offensively than they did last year. And
but Tennessee has an Alabama problem.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
But the games have been close.
Yeah,
The games have been close, and I think they've been close just offensively. At least the game was close last year. Wait, did they win? They
no,
lost
2 years
year,
ago.
right?
2 years ago is when they took the goalpost down and kneeling, because that game happened when I was living at 2600 still.
So
Yeah,
you got Tennessee, who the games have always been close. Then you go to South Carolina. I'm gonna say you're probably gonna win that game just the way South Carolina looks. Then you play LSU, and then Oklahoma, and then Auburn.
mm-hmm.
Do we say this is a must-win game right here for Alabama? Because looking at your schedule, all those teams can beat you.
For sure.
Oklahoma can beat you. LSU can beat you.
It's SEC,
Tennessee could beat you. It's wild we could say Missouri could beat you. But Missouri can beat you. But it was also wild to think that we looked up at the scoreboard and Vanderbilt won that game, and that happened. So I'm going to say Vanderbilt can beat you. Is this a must-win game?
No, it's not. No, it's not because of who it is. You lose to Georgia, it's
But
okay.
I'm saying, but you already have
Georgia.
it's not of who you're losing to. I'm saying you already have 2 losses and look at your schedule. We already saw 3 teams.
For sure.
3
I would
losses
say it
with
is.
the bubble.
I would say it is a must-win for just confidence as a team, this and that. But they're gonna have opportunities to make up for it, and they got more ranked teams on the schedule. They got us, coming in, which will be tough. They got LSU, so they got opportunities to get right.
But if they get left,
the problem is there's going to be just other teams that are going to lose in other conferences and even in the SEC, and it depends on how it looks. And there's going to be a lot of people that are 9-3. Just to call it what it is. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be, frankly, entering at that at that spot, and that's what makes it tough. It's because they lost to Florida State, which it hurts them because they lost, but it doesn't hurt them in terms of the SEC. You can still lose to Georgia and even still make it to the SEC title if you went out or even lose another one, and things fall in place for you. So, yeah, I'm just curious to see. Like the board has shown he can beat Georgia. He did it last year. He's shown he can win big games. He went to the Natty with Washington. The expectations and pressure of what you got to deal with at Alabama is hard to do. I think he has a quarterback that fits his system more. Maybe it wasn't gelling week 1. I think Ty Simpson actually played pretty good week 1. I think the defense just took a step back, but I think the defense has raised their play a game. And I think even last year he had Milroe, right? Who really didn't fit his system, still won 9 games with him. I think that they will be ready. I think they will be prepared to go and ready to go because DeBoer can coach. We know this. It's proven everywhere he's been. He can coach. He also has been recruiting well. He still has a crazy talented roster that matches with Georgia. So we'll see. We'll see. Because Kirby Smart, it didn't matter. He still lost to them last year, so it could be an Alabama issue with him.
Man.
I don't know. That could be the people who have his number only. Maybe he just sees them numbers and starts tweaking or something. I don't know.
Good.
But
big Bama fan this weekend. Come on.
Yeah, man, I could care less. I would like Bama to win because we play them, so why not? But I just want to see a good game.
I mean, we're gonna see a great game.
So as long as I don't want to see no blowout, I just want to see good football.
What if Alabama gets blown out?
Oh,
is that a different story? Theoretically, what if they get blown out?
There will be some talks. They won't get blown out, but there will be some talks.
I just said theoretically.
Woo, there will be some talks. If it looks like that Florida State game, there will definitely be some talks. Where they just get manhandled.
Yeah.
And just kind of blown off the field. Yeah. There will be some talks. I don't think he gets fired, but that seat will get warm for sure.
It might be already warm.
Yeah, I just don't know who's replacing him unless you go get Dabo, but it's like you want him with what he's been doing at Clemson. You gotta DeBoer's the guy. I think he's the guy. You gotta let him rock. We don't want to bring up Alabama what they were before Saban because they were not good for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
They got to understand you ain't.
I mean, they got to go get Dan Lanning, right? Alabama's a better job than Oregon. I don't think Oregon lets him go, but like
Maybe.
that's who you go after.
Maybe.
Kirby
I don't know.
ain't- Kirby ain't
I don't
leaving.
know if Dan Lanning leaves that unlimited NIL they got going right now and being in the
But
Big
if you
Ten.
ain't winning, what's the point of the unlimited NIL?
This is easier over there. His path's easier over there.
Maybe.
Like you just got to really
He's
beat
in the Big
Ohio State and Michigan, really, and Penn State, USC, I guess. Like that's 4 or 5 teams in SEC. Shoot, look at Mississippi State and Vandy. Like they ain't no slouch. Kentucky almost beat Ole Miss.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. Like it's just our league, top to bottom, is just better. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like we play like now y'all play Vandy. It's like damn, bro, that's a tough game. As opposed to we're in the Big Ten. Oh, we playing Northwestern. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's different. So, but yeah, man, that'll do it for another episode of 54 Yards. We love doing these. These are getting fun. They're getting super entertaining, man. It's the best time of the year. About to start getting cold outside. About to have some food.
You saw the weather in the morning coming up.
No, I didn't see
It's
it.
in the 60s, man.
Might have to start getting out that windbreaker.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, that'll do it for another episode of 54 Yards. Super excited for the weekend. Me and Carlos both have buys, so we can actually just literally just chill and watch. We'll have chips and slips loaded for you guys soon as well. We're gonna have there's be a lot of plays probably this week because there's a lot of good games that should be competitive. So it should be a lot of plays this week. You know, me and Carlos are started labbing up tonight and all day tomorrow, so we have a nice little slate for you guys. But that being said, if this episode comes out in time, we will be live on Thursday watching the Cardinals and Seahawks on Assist. So make sure you guys tune in there. We'll be watching the game, you know, chopping it up, all those kind of things. So
yeah, sir. As always, it's your boy from 54 Yards, man. Welcome.
Boomer.